another day, another video in my car. It is Wednesday, 1st of December, first official day of Vlogmas, second Vlogmas video if you're watching this. I'm going to be staggering them, doing them like a day, well ideally getting them done a day before they go up, so we'll be a little out of sync, but that's just how it's going to be. So 1st of December, second day of Vlogmas, hello. It's slightly earlier today, getting earlier in the car, which is good. It is raining, which is fine. It's raining. It's been raining yesterday. It's due to rain most of the week. It's a rainy time. I was a bit concerned because I couldn't find my raincoat in my house, but then I thought, I wonder if it's in the car, and it was in the car, so I'm going to be super protected from the rain. Now, I'm going to reach behind me because today it's Amy Grant Christmas Day. This is what I'm listening to on the way in. Oh.
To assert it grows.
Let's remove the radio.
By an overconfident China on an issue like Taiwan could pose a
I did have in the car the best Christmas album ever. But now, oh, which also has a Harry Potter audiobook CD in it. It's all happening. Love a bit of Amy Grant. I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna listen to this, and I will catch you later with some yarn advent updates. So, I made it to school. That's good. I'm quite a few minutes early. Win. I listened to a bit of Amy Grant, but then I decided to listen to Radio 4. I decided to listen to the news, which I haven't done in quite a while. I've been not taking in much news content because, to be honest, it was just stressing me out. I think just seeing time and time again things looking quite bad re-COVID, and especially while I'm in the school and seeing the reality of pretty high level of COVID cases consistently in the time that I've been here, and you know, members of staff being off for long periods of time, and you know, leaving not enough cover teachers, and the students really suffering because I would say because of lack of government intervention, and in other places, and I don't want to get too political on the pod, or do I? I mean, I think there can be a fear about saying something that's wrong or saying something that's not properly informed when it comes to politics and speaking publicly, which I guess this is a small forum, but it's like a public forum. Yeah. And I guess I just want to reflect my own personal frustration at, like, for example, it was just a long interview with Sajid Javid, and obviously everything's changing and there's this new variant and they're rolling out this booster program, which is great, like, everyone get your boosters, but also this lack of, like, refusing to change the guidance on, like, social interactions, and just, like, giving such a confusing message when it comes to mask wearing and when it comes to social interactions and Christmas parties and that sort of thing, and just this, like, coming back again and again and again to, oh, make your own personal judgment, like, whatever you think is best, like, you have the information, make your decision, and not taking a stance that might be unpopular in saying that, like, okay, maybe you shouldn't have your Christmas party, like, I know we promised you Christmas this year, but, like, it just feels again and again to be prioritizing the autonomy and choice of those who are least vulnerable to be able to do whatever they like, while putting potentially increasing the amount of cases in society, in the community, and putting those who are most vulnerable at risk, because you want to have your Christmas party, or I don't know, but I'm also such, I'm absolutely a hypocrite when it comes to this. I'm about to travel to London to go to a gathering of lots of people. There will be testing, not lots of people, like a little family party, but like I'm still going to this family party and I want to go, and I probably will go unless I get a positive test. Yeah, I guess I'm demonstrating exactly what I'm talking about, in that I'm like, oh, well, I'm just going to one thing, like I'm just the exception, it's fine. I don't know, I could be people at risk, and I'm going to go on public transport. And obviously in Scotland, we are still wearing masks indoors, like everyone at the school is wearing a mask, and still there's so much COVID in the community. We wear masks all day, the windows are open, like the rooms have been freezing because we've had to have the windows open. The kids are so cold, it's so hard for them to learn, and with the mask on their face, and they can't hear me properly, I can't hear them. It's just really not ideal. I mean, I guess we all want this to be over, don't we? And I'm not saying that I know how to make it be over, but I think it's just listening to the news today reminded me of why I stopped listening to the news, because it's just so frustrating. Not that I have the solution, but just the tone of the conversation does not seem at all to be prioritising those who are at most risk, which just makes me feel quite sad and frustrated and annoyed. So, yeah, won't be doing that again. Won't be pumping myself up full of frustrating news before teaching, but yeah, I've got a pretty full day today, teaching quite a lot of periods, so, and then there's a meeting after school, so busy day. But I will probably not, I wouldn't film inside the school anyway, but I'm not going to be doing little bits and pieces here and there today. I will just catch you later. But yeah, Vlogmas 2021, COVID edition. Okay, it is much later. It's 7:15, and I have been at home for 30 minutes. I've been at home for 30 minutes. I didn't get to leave school until after 5, which meant that the journey back was pretty slow. And then I had to stop at the shops to get dinner bits, which are now cooking, and I have approximately 10 minutes until that's done, and I thought I would try and film the yarn advents bit as promised. The lighting's not great because it's nighttime. I've got a lamp in front of me and we're in this corner of my room where hopefully the light is slightly better, but obviously everything's a bit yellow, so if I'm showing you colours, take them with a pinch of salt, okay? So, past Jessica may have got a bit excited about the concept of yarn advent calendars, and may have ordered not 1, not 2, but 3 yarn advent calendars. Now bear with me, they're all different. One is a full skein advent calendar, so you get a full skein every Sunday of Advent and then a special treat on Christmas Day. One is a 12 mini skeins and one is a 13 mini skeins one. So I got 2 half advent calendars, so I have something to open every day, because I couldn't decide. I just couldn't decide. There are so many nice ones out there, and when I ordered them, didn't know much about like indie diaries, didn't know much about indie diaries in the UK especially. I think a lot of my information about indie diaries came from like USA or North American based podcasts. So while I think those advent calendars may be accessible to me, the shipping rates would be quite a lot, and I was also interested to see what yarns there are available in the UK and just learn a bit more about what people are doing. So that's what we're here to do. I'm gonna get my boxes. They are over here. I've got this like cart thing which some of my yarn is in, but mostly I've just kept them in their boxes. I don't have like a cute little, I don't know, fabric advent calendar. They're literally just in their boxes. So this is one. Ooh. Just making sure it's not got my address on it. This is another one. And this is the final one. So I hope you all enjoyed the view of my trouser sneak preview. I'll get to that. Enjoyed that view of my pyjama trouser bottoms as I went to reach for all of those. So what should I start with? I guess seeing as I've shown you this, I will start with this one. This is my whole skein advent calendar. It is from Skein and the Stitch, who is a Yorkshire based dyer, also called Jessica. Amazing. And yeah, I got the DK weight because I got sock weight for my other two, so I got DK weight for this one. I don't usually knit with DK a lot, but when I ordered it, I was getting more into like garment knitting, and so I thought I'll get a DK one, and then like, because it'll be like 500 grams and it's all in a fade, so I thought I could make like a sweater or like something with the fade. So this is the first colour. This is not a terrible representation of the colour actually. There are pictures on it of this colour on the Skein and the Stitch Instagram, so I'll link to that. But yeah, this is Advent 2021 colour 1. It's not got a name, it's just specific for the Advent. And yeah, it is a like pretty light pink. Now I'm not a huge pink person, so I was a bit like, oh, what am I gonna do with this? But actually, the more that I've had it, the more it's warming to me. And I'm excited to see where the colour fade goes, because pink could take us in all manner of directions, so I'm excited to see that. And it's got a lot of real interest. There's like some speckles, which you really cannot see, but there are speckles. So yeah, I've not bought loads of hand-dyed stuff in the past, so I'm working with some Indie Yarn Club yarn at the moment on my 7th Street shawl, and that's probably the first time that I've worked with like hand-dyed. Is it one of the first times that I worked with hand-dyed yarn, and it is noticeable, the like colour variation and the like different points of interest that you get, and it does make for a really pleasant knitting experience as the colour like slightly changes. So this is definitely gonna bring that. And this advent came with 4 stitch markers, 4 gemstone stitch markers, which have already made their way into my like stitch marker collection, so I cannot show those to you. And it came with a little project bag, which I was very excited about, as I'm newly getting into project bags, and this has already become the home for my half and half wrap, which is growing. So that's great. That's going to come with me through Christmas, through December, as a lovely little bag. It's a really nice fabric. I'm not in any way afraid that the needles are going to poke through, so that is a bonus. So yes, this is the box that it came in. I have a feeling that we're going to be cut off by my dinner timer soon, so this may be a 2-part experience. But it came like this. They're all wrapped in this lovely paper, they're all numbered. It comes with a lovely little card. It's the Enchanted Forest advent calendar, that's the theme. And it says on the back when to open all of your different skeins. So it is on the Sunday, I think. Yeah, so it's on all of the Sundays. So the 5th, the 12th, the 19th, and then you get something on Christmas Day as well. It was optional, but Past Jessica picked that option. So cheers, Past Jessica. Oh, and it also came with a new sock pattern, which I'm not going to show you because the picture is not great on the pattern, or at least I don't think it would show up in this lighting. But it is a toe-up sock, which I can't be dealing with. I don't love me a toe-up sock. I tried it, didn't like it, so I probably won't be knitting the sock pattern, but it looks very nice. Maybe I can steal the stitch pattern and just put it on a toe down sock, a heel down, a cuff down sock. Anyway, so that is the Skein and the Stitch advent calendar. And the other two are one is from Yarn Unique, and one I think is from Dystopic Fibres. Yeah, Dystopic Fibre, which is in Glasgow, which is fun, because that's somewhere really nearby, or at least I think it's in Glasgow. Whereas Yarn Unique, I think, is somewhere in England, but I'm not sure quite where it's based. So yes, I have 2 minutes, so I'm going to quickly show you the Dystopic Fibres one. The theme for this one is, I think, Yule Lad Christmas. It's all in these fun little bags, which I really like. Love a little paper bag, and they're all numbered. And this one, I actually had forgotten that it was 13 days instead of 12 days, so it works out really neatly with my other one, which is 12 days. So I think I'm going to do this, if I've done my maths correctly, I'm going to start with this one and then alternate. So I'll do 1 day of the Dystopic Fibre one and 1 day of the Yarn Unique one, and go back and forth like that. I thought about doing all of one and then all of the other, but actually I think I would much rather tease out both over the whole month. So this is the Dystopic Fibres one, and this is what I'm going to be opening today, and I will show you after I open it. And this is the Yarn Unique one, and it's called A Journey into Space. Oh, and I didn't say, I think that the Dystopic Fibres one's on a merino base, but I'm not sure. But I know that this one is on a silky yak base, which I've never tried yak fibres before, so that was very appealing to me. And that comes taken in little boxes. Little boxes with their little numbers on them. So I've got the whole range of, the time is literally about to go off. I'm going to turn it off so that it doesn't beep while I'm just finishing up here. I've got the whole range of wrapping styles. I've got little boxes, little bags, and wrapping paper. So I'm pretty happy. I do not know if I will be doing this in other years, but I just got really excited. What a concept. Am I going to do anything with the mini skeins? I don't know. If you have any mini skein projects with, I guess with like 12 mini skeins, because they'll probably, the 12 will be all in kind of one colour family, and I don't know, they could all be completely different. If you have projects that are good for mini skeins, stick them down below, because I do not usually knit with 12 colours all at once in small amounts, shockingly. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat my dinner because it is now almost 7 o'clock, and I'm gonna smidge this video together, smidge it together, and get it up ready to go up tomorrow. And I will open my yarn and I will film just a bit of the yarn, which I'll just tag on here, and then I will bid you adieu. Have a lovely Vlogmas day 2, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye! Bye!